Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain here. So we're continuing on. So we just rescued Phoebe here. Let's do a quick save here. And we're supposed to head off to Duris to encourage him to pay his debt. While we're at it, we do also have the quest to fight the Talos, which is nice because when you do have a bounty hunter on you and they are in your vicinity, they do appear on the map with a red helmet. So as we can see, he's down this way here. Um, Another thing you'll notice, it'll have right next to in the details section, it'll have two abilities which we can actually view when we go to him. So when you go to these mercenaries and they actually go into their their panel, their detail panel, it'll give them a little description. So, in this case, originating from Thebes, Talos Stonefist had a name to be taken. Literally, he's as big as a boulder, and he was known to pound his enemies' heads into the rock faces of the many Kephalonian mountains. So he's kind of a thug, exactly. Um, and then here it shows you what loot you're getting from them. Right underneath the level, it'll have two symbols. They're not always red. They can be red, I've seen gold, and green as well. So red is usually a weakness, green is usually a strength, and gold is usually an extra. So it might be something like a companion or something like that. So for this guy, he has two weaknesses. He has heart condition. He takes additional damage from assassinations and assassination abilities, which is awesome for our character because we are an assassin type character. As well, he also takes additional damage from ranged attacks. So we won't be using any range because we do want to get in and get that sneak attack. As well, finally, it also minus that there. I'll just go back to him. It's in here. So while we're on this here, we can also mark him, which will actually give him a quest marker of where they appear. Now, as you can run into these mercenaries and bounty hunters throughout the world, not always actually going after you. So if they appear as a gray helmet on your, like either your little heads-up display at the top with your compass, or if you're on the map and you just happen to see one, if it's gray, it means it's undiscovered. So you don't even know who it is yet, what their weaknesses are, or any of that. If it's white, it means you have discovered who they are, but they're not currently coming after you. And then if they're red, that means they are trying to hunt you. Now they do have two shades of red. In case some are colorblind, I do just again want to notice that, point that out. So one of the shades, it'll just again be the undiscovered. So much like the white and the gray, which again, if you're colorblind, it's maybe hard to distinguish the two there. But similar to that, so it'll be a darker shade to show that it is undiscovered. Even if it is red, you still might not know who it is. So here we go. He's just around the corner, and if we do select and target him, it'll actually show a white path here, and that'll show which path this enemy is taking. So you do need to select them from Icaros in most cases to be able to view that white path. But that'll help you set up for, oh, he's going to loop around and go to that camp. So I might be able to, set up an ambush or, something like that. Because I have a generalized idea about where he's going. Now, as you can see, the line itself is not overly too long. I'm just hiding here so I don't want to be spotted. The the faster the enemy is moving, the longer that line will be. So it kind of um, dictates time too. So it might just be like it's going to take him 3 minutes to walk that far. Clearly, it won't take them that long, but then if they're on horse, it would show how far they can travel on horse. Nothing personal. So we did a nice chunk of damage.
You should have turned down this bounty, Talos.
So, pretty easy. A really good tip I can help for new players is make sure you really get good at doing that timed dodge. It really helps you out. Not only do you avoid the damage, it actually gives you like a little bit of to your adrenaline, which you can find right underneath your health bar at the bottom, in its segments there, as well as it slows down time. It actually lets you get a few hits off. So when we looted them, that gentleman there, we actually got an invitation to the arena. Now here it basically gives you an area to look for, and as well as the loot from him as well. So now that we've taken out Talos, let's head back. It's showing us all our quests. We do just want to focus on our main quest lines right now rather than going out and exploring. So let's go collect that money from Duris. Actually, you know what? We are very close to our other waypoint. Since we're here, let's quickly just run up here and collect that. They do gotta be careful, as you can see, there is wildlife, and they will kill the random NPCs. So here's the second half of the island. You can still see the mighty Zeus statue just coming up here. This will give us another easy to travel to location. Another thing I really love is it does give you a quest point marker and distance that you can pop up on your map. Now, thing to note, your horses do take fall damage. There are a few specific horses that do not. They are actually your winged horses, so minus being just variant skins, certain ones like this one, or this one for example, as well, they also have a true white Pegasus in the store that you can get. I'm hoping to get that one myself once it comes around and it pops up in the in-game store. But they, you know, they're not just a skin in that case, they also negate fall damage. But for the most part, all the different horse skins are just that. They're just a different reskin of the same horse.
Grace will be at his shop.
Cassandra, good to see you.
Hello, Luis. Business looks good.
Tell Marcos to come down here himself, if he wants his money. Huh?
Ah, but I'm here now.
Look, I was a little late paying. Now Marcos says I owe him double because of interest. I don't have it to spare.
Double? That's robbery.
That's what I told Marcos.
You know him, he's extreme. If you pay him, this will all be over with.
You told Marcos I've paid enough already. I won't bow to a mercenary or to someone foolish enough to borrow money from the Cyclops.
From the Cyclops? That's how he bought his vineyard?
Look, I know you'd be dead without Marcos. What with him taking you off the street as a kid. But you know what he's doing is crazy.
You're right about that. Forget the Drachme. Marcos and I need to have a talk.
You're letting me go? Then at least take this sword. Nothing special, but it's better than that rusty one you've got.
With the Cyclops involved, I'll need it.
You better set Marcos straight or you're both dead.
Alright, so it does give you the option. Obviously, as you said, with the rusty one, well, clearly the weapon that we're using is not a rusty weapon at all. It is one of the legendary weapons that you can unlock throughout the game. But, you know, for a beginner playthrough, you can either choose money, or in this case, if you let him pass, he does give you the option to give you a blade. So, yeah. Another thing you'll see that's super important are these blacksmiths.
Ah, a customer.
So this is where you can actually buy and sell your items. I highly recommend, highly recommend, do not sell your weapons and armor that you loot. Rather, you can actually dismantle them and break them down. The reason I recommend doing this is it gives you the leather, iron, wood, obsidian glass, and precious gems based on its rarity, which you'll see pop up on the right hand side, what you get when you dismantle it. So the less common items are going to give you less common gear. So the different quality is, it's no background like these ones here, then you get blue, then it would be purple like the other one was, and then all the way up to gold tier. Gold tier you can't actually break down. They are legendary, you know, essentially forged by the gods themselves kind of thing. So those you can't break down, but again, I do recommend just breaking everything down. And another thing I do really appreciate is they do have a sell all for the trades goods. Don't feel afraid to use this button. It'll sell all these trade goods, which again, they really don't have any purpose. Every now and then, you will get a random, like a static style quest where someone is asking for them, but they're so easy to, like, the ones they're asking for, they are so easy to obtain that it's really not worth saving them. I say that as I have a huge list of a whole bunch of them just piled up here, but I'm a hoarder and I don't need the money. You know, I'm sitting at just over almost 5.5 million, so I'm really not hurting for the money there at this point. So there's that. Really make use of the sell all goods buddy if you're looking for money. Other than that, break down the weapons. The reason you're going to want to break them down is they're used for upgrading your ship, as well as if you need to upgrade your weapons. So what this does, it doesn't actually make them stronger. So I'm at level 99. All this would do is level up that gear to my current level. So if you have a piece of really rare gear that you found, you really like it, but it was level 30 when you found it, you're hitting the level 50 range, you don't have to worry. You can upgrade it to your level. Obviously, if you're level 50, you should know about that feature already, but, that being said, when you find a really low level piece of gear, don't just, oh well, I've out leveled it, I can't use it anymore, it's no good compared to just the normal loot I'm finding. You can always upgrade it to your current level, but it does get expensive if you have a full set of gear that you keep doing this with. So this is why you're wanting. The other thing you can use it for is your engravings. So you can pick a weapon like this, and you can engrave it with any of your unlocked engravings. So as you can see, I have a lot, which is why I didn't want to go to the New Game Plus, and it does show you the cost of the engraving. So it costs, almost 500 iron, 125 gem, and 2,500 gold drachma. So you definitely want to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and dismantle this. Some items, again, nostalgic and a hoarder. So like Duras' sword, I'm going to keep that, at least for this playthrough.
Come back anytime.
Even though it's not technically named, and it's not really a great weapon. So at this point, they want us to go back up to Marcus. So while I'm here, the other thing I am going to point out is this here. So this symbol right in front of us, if you notice on our map, it's like the diamond with the 3 lines through it. That's going to symbolize the bounty board. So we can interact with these bounty boards, and we'll show you various contracts throughout the world. Because we are on the tutorial island, they do only have this one here. It's always the same one. We're gonna quickly do that one because I do have the items here. So this is the wolf fur. So this is one of those items that we can pick up that would go into our trade goods that normally, you can just sell. But I should have them here already.
I should have known it was you who'd ask for the fur, Zelos.
And I should have known it was you to get them for me. Cassandra's always on the job.
Don't tell Marcos. He'll get jealous.
I posted publicly to give the others a chance, but you're always so keen.
What are the pelts for this time?
The Athenians want armor for the war. Good protection for them. Good drachmi for me.
Here they are, all accounted for.
In record time, too. Take your pay, it's well earned.
Stay out of trouble, Lilos.
You should take your own advice.
So you can complete these bounties. There will be a varying amount of symbols that can appear on the bounty board, which I will talk about more later on. There's a couple of symbols and a couple of things to look at. But again, Tutorial Island, they don't have them all, so we'll go to that later. So for now, let's head up here. Go see Marcos.
You're running out of time until the Cyclops comes for you, Malaka. He wants his money.
Could I have an extension?
When he sails back to Kefalonia, he'll come and break you as soon as he docks, if you don't get it.
Now, let's be civil.
You can't hide behind your glorious Mistios forever, Marcos. He'll kill you, the mercenary, and that little runt girl that hangs around.
Of course, not a problem. I'll get the drachmi.
Good. Or I'll come and watch the Cyclops feed you to his goats.
Ah, Cassandra, I can tell from the smile on your face, Duris has paid you your drachmi.
Who's smiling? I just heard where you got the drachmi for the vineyard. Are you out of your fucking mind?
We can get the money back, can't we? I'm sure it's possible.
It will take a lot of work. And even then, I'm not sure.
We have no option but to try.
Then you'd better be willing to help. I won't do all the dirty work.
I long for the old days. Remember them? They were simple. You had nothing, young and alone, and I had everything. And I gave you the world, Kefalonia, in the palm of your hand.
Alexios!
Don't see fishes like you every day, huh? Oh! Ha! You hungry? How about we make a deal? I do something for you. You do a few things for me. Everybody wins. Best offer you're gonna get. Think about it.
Wait!
Kefalonia. Some gift.
You were nothing without Marcos, and look how far we've come. From an orphan on the streets to a Misthios with a hovel.
And now the Cyclops will take everything away. I can't protect you from him forever. He'll kill me too.
Oh, don't be scared of him. And look at you.
How could I go up against him? With what weapons? A rusty spear? A broken bow?
There you are. Skulking around the temple won't save you from me, Marcos.
Drusilla! I was just talking about you.
You were?
I need that wood, Marcos. These new bows will be the talk of the island. I can't make anything with those bandit malakes stopping the wood shipments.
Of course you can't. Why, I was just filling my friend Cassandra in on the details. She already has a plan to deal with these bandits.
You know, I'm actually going to be, despite being an assassin, I'm actually going to play my character fairly honest. So I'm going to try to avoid lying. So in a situation like this, I'm not going to accept him trying to throw me under the bus here. I'm going to turn around and throw him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of all the fucking phonies, Marcos!
Oh, she's just playing. It's a little game we have.
I don't care who does it, but someone better got those bandits. Today!
A wonderful idea. I, for one, need to rush home. Cassandra, I've cooked up a plan for our Cyclops dilemma. See me when you have time.
If you want your wood, you'll have to fix my broken bow first.
I usually only pay when the deed is done, but shit's moving at a snail's pace. Follow me. These bows will make me rich as Chrysos.
They're that good, are they?
War's brewing. The Athenians need good bows if they want to hold off the Spartans.
Everybody benefits, I guess.
Who are you? Marcos? You should be tired of this small-time shit. You'd make a fortune in this war. Plus, I hear you're a secret Spartan.
That was a long time ago. I'm a Kefalonian.
Alright, so this is actually where you would get your normal starter bow. Why they keep saying broken bow is when you first start your game, under your inventory and your quest items, you actually have a broken bow, and that's all you have. So in order for you to get a bow, you then need to come here and go through this process.
Hand it over. There you go, good as new. That bow is as strong as Heracles himself. Give it a try.
So that's another thing I like. You notice they're kind of semi-destructible. You fight on them. Alright. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to save and end this episode off here. The next episode is going to be some of the side quests that we've run into in this game. So that'll be the one here, these ones, this one. This one is actually a... Oh, no, not that one. There is the one from Marcos, which is over at his vineyard. Should be this one here. That's his actual storyline quest. So all these other ones, they are all just side quests. So I'm going to do a video and just hammer out some of the side quests. So if you're interested in watching some of these side quest stories and watching them play out, feel free to tag along. If not, go ahead and skip to the next full episode of the main story there. What I am going to be doing and try to do as best as I can here is when we are playing, I'm going to try and come back to the same locations here, so that, you know, for those who are just here for the storyline, they kind of get to, you know, go at as if we've just continued from where we left off. Alright. Thank you for watching, and see you guys later.